Hello student, as the continuation of the video lecture, this is the next part of class 9th, that is second chapter tissue. In this part, firstly we will start with the fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue. In fluid connective tissue, with the help of that branch, I already told you that fluid connective tissue having two parts, that is blood and lymph. So firstly we are going to discuss about that blood. Blood means all the part, but first you know about, I think in class 7 you know that blood has three parts, that is RBC, WBC and blood platelets. That is all correct. But if the question is arise that how many components are involved in the formation of blood, so there are two components are help in the formation of blood, that is components. The two components which are help in the formation of blood, that first one is called as plasma and second one is called as blood corpuscles. Clear? Most probably that plasma is occupying the 90%, approximately 90% of our blood. It was present approximately 90% of blood. Clear? It is yellow in color. In some book it was given that colorless or watery in color. That is also correct. Because it occupy approximately 90% of water. 90% of water is present. So the color of that plasma is just like that watery color. Clear? So the plasma in the COVID situation, that you know about the plasma therapy, that plasma is also help in the formation of antibodies. Help in the formation of antibodies. Some more things about the plasma is that it also has to remove the carbon dioxide from the lungs a little bit, and it also has to remove the nitrogenous waste product from the kidney, but later we will discuss it. Blood corpuscles are of three types. That's simply that whatever the things that we told, there are three types. That first one is RBCS, that is red blood corpuscles. That is also called as erythrocytes. The name you have to learn. Second one is called as WBCS, that is white blood corpuscles. That is also called as leukocytes. And the last one is called as blood platelets. That is also called as thrombocytes. So the name which was that another name, that is erythrocytes, leukocytes and thrombocytes, is an important one. So we have to learn it carefully. So this is all about the plasma, and this is all about that blood corpuscles. So one by one we are going to discuss about that RBC, WBC and blood platelets. So in the next slide we are going to discuss, firstly we are going to discuss about that RBC. So here the first one that is discuss about that RBCS, that is erythrocytes, that is called as red blood corpuscles. All the living organisms RBC are non-nucleated except camel and llama. All living organism having non-nucleated RBC except camellia. Okay, clear? First thing you always know. It was red in color. It was red in color due to the presence of red pigment, namely hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Okay, clear? Lifespan is 120 days. Okay, if that hemoglobin is combined with oxygen, that is called as oxyhemoglobin. Okay, and if hemoglobin is combined with carbon dioxide, that called as carboxyhemoglobin. Carboxyhemoglobin. 1 unit of hemoglobin has to carry only 4 units of oxygen. Okay, you have to know about this. Birthplace is bone marrow. Okay, graveyard is spleen. Okay, so these are some points about that RBC. In the next slide we have to know about that WBC. That WBC is also important. The second one is WBCS. That is also called as what? White blood corpuscles or leukocytes. First thing, that is white blood, no pigment is present. No pigment is present. Not even a single pigment is present, so it was red in color. It helped to increase our immune system. It helped to increase our immune system. It means immunity. Okay, it help to fight against the disease. So it was commonly called soldier of our body. Soldier of our body. Like soldier protect ourselves. So like soldiers, it protect our body through the infections. There are basically 5 types. You know some name, that is monocytes. Only one name, monocytes. Lymphocytes. Okay, acidophil, neutrophil, basophil. It is a type of monocyte, but you have to know acidophil, basophil, neutrophil. The type is not in the syllabus, but you have to know where the birthplace is same. Birthplace is bone marrow. Okay, graveyard is spleen. Lifespan is 4 weeks. Okay, so this is all about the WBC. In the next slide we are going to discuss about the blood platelets. That is, blood platelets is also so important. The third one, that is blood platelets. blood platelets. Blood platelets, okay, it is also called as thrombocytes because one protein is present that is called a thrombin protein. Okay, it firstly it help in clotting of blood. It help in clotting of blood. Okay, thrombin protein is present. Thrombin, that is vitamin K protein, is present. Okay, clear? So these are some points about that blood clotting also. Number second one is the third, then the last one, that is fluid connective tissue, that is lymph. Lymph, only one thing is new syllabus, but we know about rest of the things. That is, you all know that all the component, that is oxygen, carbon dioxide, food, water, minerals, and rest of the things are transported by that blood. But in a rare condition, blood will not transfer all these components. So in that condition, okay, lymph help to transfer that thing. Okay. So sometime lymph help lymph was help to transfer the things which was transported by blood, so it was commonly called middleman of our body. So this is the lymph part. Okay. In next slide we have to start, that is skeletal connective tissue. The skeletal connective tissue, that is bone and cartilage. Okay. So here it was that is skeletal connective tissue. In a skeletal connective tissue, the first thing is there, that is called as what? Bone. So first we know about the bone, after that we know about the cartilage. Okay. First thing is that bone is the second hardest substance. In our body. The first hardest substance is that teeth part that is enamel. Okay, that is the first hardest substance. It is made up of calcium carbonate and osine protein. That is the most important thing. Inside, the bone marrow is present. Where blood will form. Okay, clear? The cell which was help in the formation of bone called osteoblast or osteocyte cells. Okay, the canal in which bone marrow is present called Haversian canal. Haversian canal. Matrix is absent. Matrix means liquid. Absent or become hard due to the deposition of calcium carbonate. Okay. Layer, the layer which was present on that bone is called as what? Peristomium. Peristomium. Okay. Suppose that I am going to draw the diagram. Suppose that here was a brain, here was a one bone. Suppose that here was a one bone. Okay. And you have to cut this bone like this, okay, and just elaborate it and just watch the diagram. How the diagram was looked like, just listen very carefully. If we saw the diagram, then we have to saw like this. Okay. In between that, one that cavity is present, okay, and inside that there are so many cells are present, okay, and above that one layer is present. If we level it, that layer is called as peristomium. Okay, that canal is called as Haversian canal. This cell is called as osteoblast. Okay, that cell is called as osteoblast. Inside it, this like layer is called as lacunae. Matrix is absent. Okay, so this is the structure of that one bone. The second structure, that one is called as what? Cartilage. In the next slide we are going to discuss about the cartilage. The second one is about cartilage. Cartilage means soft part of the bone is called as what? Cartilage, just like ear pinna, earlobe and rest of the thing. Okay, the cartilage part, it means first thing we will write that soft part of the bone called cartilage. Soft part of the bone called cartilage. Okay, matrix is present. Matrix is present in the liquid part, it was present. Okay, the layer is called perichondrium. Okay, it is made up of that chondrine protein. It is made up of chondrine protein. Okay, the cell which was helped in the formation of cartilage called chondriocytes or chondrioblast cell. Okay, clear? Three types, that is three types. Number one, that is hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage, it was present in between two bone, that like in between the thigh bone and that is femur, in thigh bone and that rest of the bone. Okay, it was present between the two bone. Second one is fibrous cartilage. Okay, and it is present in the ear pinna, that is ear pinna. This is second one is called calcified cartilage. Calcified cartilage, it was present on the snail, that is on the layer of the frog, and rest of the thing. Okay, so this is all about that skeletal connective tissue. And the last one it was present, that is epithelial tissue. That is important. Okay, then in this slide we are discussing about the epithelial tissue. As I already told you, simple epithelial tissue is in your syllabus. So here we will discuss about the, that is simple epithelial tissue. So first that is squamous. Squamous. Squamous is also called as stratified. Okay, the example is important, so you listen very carefully. Suppose this one is the basement membrane, and around the basement membrane a single layer is present, like squamous or stratified. Stratified means justly structure is oval in structure, or in shape. Okay, nucleus is present, it means they are living, basically they are living, they are present in the blood vessels, cheeks, etc. blood vessels cheeks, etc. Okay, so examples, these are the examples are made, you have to learn the examples. Second one is cuboidal. As it was named, cuboidal means tube-like. Suppose that is the basement membrane and the shape is like cube. Okay, cube-like. Okay, so the structure is cube-like shape. Example you have to learn, that is sweat gland, kidney, etc. Okay, the third one, that is columnar. As it was named, that is column. Suppose that is the basement membrane. Okay, column like cells are present, is in longitudinal cells are present. If it was longitudinal, then it will be chances of breakage. So one gland is present, this is called as goblet gland. Goblet cell help to keep the moist. Okay, example is important, so you directly know the example. What are the example is there? That is lungs, stomach, etc. Okay, fourth one, that is pseudostratified. And pseudostratified, as the name was given, that is stratified, so it was longitudinal. First thing, that it was longitudinal, but no goblet cell was present. It was longitudinal, but no goblet cells were present, so it was not flexible. Example is kidney, pharynx, larynx, trachea, etc. Okay, the fifth one, that is ciliated. These are longitudinal, and it above that cilia is present, so it was called as ciliated. This is cilia. Okay, the example is important. Whatever the example is there, the example is most important, that is nephron, it means unit of kidney. Okay, trachea, esophagus, nasal pore, etc. So So these are the basically based on their structure shape. Now come to the based on their functions. Functions number one, that is pigmented. Pigmented means the epithelial tissue which give color, as like your it means color that is example, that is melanin pigment and body color, iris color, kidney color, etc. Okay, it means give color. The second one is glandular. It means it was present on the gland, present on gland, whatever the gland is that in our body, that is thyroid, pancreas, etc. The third one is germinals, it is also called as gonadal means gonads means it helps in the formation of testis and ovary. Example is testis and ovary. And the last one, that is fourth one, that is sensory means sense organ. It was present on the sense organ like eye, ear, nose, etc. So this is all about the tissue part. All things are easily covered, so you can watch it, and if you have any doubt you have to ask me. Okay, this is all about today's. Thank you.